Hi everybody, it's me, Mr. Alex, and in today's series we're going to be talking about Google Forms. So Google Forms are those things that you might have seen from the principal or one of your teachers asking you quizzes, quiz questions, or maybe even asking you about feedback about classes or asking you about your interests. I'm sure you guys have come across them before. You might not have known what they were. So in today's video series, we're going to be looking at how you make them, how you can be using them in your projects to gather information from other people. And they're actually really amazing and powerful. So let's take a look at what our goals are. We're going to be doing 4 videos in this series. So the first one is getting started and creating your form. The next one is writing good questions. Third, we're going to be organizing your questions. And last, we're going to be analyzing the responses from people that took your survey. Okay, so let's get started with the first. First up, we're going to be creating your form. So our first step is we're going to switch over to Google Drive. We're going to click on New and come down to this little thing down here at the bottom that says More and our purple icon, Google Forms. Go ahead and click that. Okay, while that's loading up, we've created it. Now we're going to name it. So let's go to the next step. Cool, all loaded up. So we're going to change the name right here, and it's going to change also up here. This is the name of the file in our Google Drive. This is what people are going to see when they take your survey. So let's click up here, and I'm going to just do a silly topic to give you guys an idea of how to use Google Forms. You guys are going to be doing different research topics and gathering other questions. But today we're going to talk about TV shows. We'll just call this one TV shows. Make that capital B. Okay, and you notice up here it still says Untitled. Watch when I click it. After I click it, it's going to take the title from over here and apply it to the name of the file. So let's go back to my Google Drive. And I've got that file right there. Did you see it happen quickly? It just updated the name. Awesome. Imagine if that said Untitled Form. That wouldn't be helpful at all, would it? Okay, let's go back to our survey. And let's go down to our third and our final goal for today's video. This one says, what are the different types of questions you can add? So let's take a look and not get too in-depth, but I'm sorry, I went a little bit fast, didn't I? So I'm going to click this little plus button over here on the right. And when I click it, it's going to make a question. So you see this little card. If I click this, I can highlight it. This is one of my, actually, it's my only question. And it shows me what type of question I have over here. So there's this gigantic list. But actually for our projects, we're going to be focusing on these top 5. So our first one says short answer. Basically, let's click that. If we ask the question, what's your favorite show? Somebody's going to write back in their answer a sentence. Let's click the preview button and see what that looks like. So right now our one question is, what's your favorite show? Their answer, I like, I don't know, what is an anime? I like Bleach. I don't know. That's just the first anime I could think of off the top of my head. Okay, so there's one answer. I'm going to just close that. We could also change that question to a paragraph. Okay, let's click preview and see what that looks like. Actually looks pretty similar, doesn't it? So somebody might write in a long answer, that is a rather difficult question. I'm not entirely sure how to answer that because I actually like quite a few different shows. One of my favorite shows is called Bleach, a Japanese animation. Okay, so you can see for a long answer, it actually made space for me to write quite a bit. Let's close that. So our next type is called multiple choice. So what's your favorite show? Now the person writing this can choose. You might say anime, action, comedy, mystery, science, fiction, horror, and you can probably go on and on and on. Let's preview that and see how that looks. Okay, so with multiple choice, you can only say one, and it can only be a pre-selected answer. But if that doesn't quite work out for you as the writer, you can actually click this little button that says Add Other. Let's try that. So here, now let's preview what that looks like. So somebody can choose one of the pre-made answers, or they can choose Other, and they can actually write oh geez, what's another genre that I forgot? Drama. And they could submit it. Okay, let's leave that. The last one that I really like is called Drop Down. So I'm going to click that, and did you see how it changed from the little circles to numbers? So let's preview that and see how that looks. So wow, it's actually made my whole survey really small, and now it says, what's your favorite show? Awesome. But did you notice in this one it got rid of the other, where I allowed the people to write their own answer? Let's close that. So it doesn't really give us that option. But I'll give you a little pro tip. What I really like about drop down more than multiple choice is when you write a sentence, let's take a look if I convert it back to multiple choice. Now watch. What if my options were sentences? I really like to watch anything from Japan. I especially like to watch anime. Anime is my absolute favorite ever. Oh, did you see my answer kind of moved over as I was typing? Let's take a look at what that did in my survey. Oh my gosh, hey, guess what? They've updated Google Forms since I've done it last, and that was only a few weeks ago. So now it is actually making it longer. Awesome. The thing in the past that they've just updated was actually it would cut it off over here. It was not helpful at all. And what I had seen in the past was with drop down. Now let's preview it. With drop down, it would actually allow me to do longer answers. But hey, Merry Christmas. Guess what? Google quietly updated it in the background. So it looks like actually the biggest difference is just that multiple choice will allow you to add other. And the benefit of drop-down is maybe it's actually going to just make your survey look shorter and a little bit cleaner. So it's up to you guys to choose which one is right for you. Now everything below I'm actually going to just skip over today. But if you want a challenge and you want to play with those, awesome, you should go for it. But what I'd encourage you guys for now, while you're getting started, is just play with those first 5, unless you would like a challenge. Then there's some interesting things down there at the bottom. All right, so for today's video, that is the end. And in the next video, we're going to be talking about how to write some good questions and kind of playing around with the art of writing questions. All right, well, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.